This event is the 2019 Vancouver Open. This is the 28th year of this event.
Straight up, this is my favorite tournament. Like, I was just in Hamburg, like 13,000 fans. I've been to MBO, been to the major series.
This is the premier tournament in Canada. Every year, you know, this is where you mark your calendar down. You want to play Vancouver Open, and you want to do well here. Top teams are all here.
It's one of the hidden gems of North America. It's called the Van Open. It takes place in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. And honestly, it was one of the coolest experiences that we've ever played in our lives.
There's no better tournament than Van Open. If a beach volleyball tournament could be your birthday, this would be it. This is the birthday of beach volleyball tournaments in the world.
My name is Jim Clive. I'm a founder of Kits Beach Volleyball Association. I'm also one of the first people to start beach volleyball here in Vancouver back in '78, '79, and it's come to unbelievable events now. This is probably the best event that I've ever seen on this beach.
And this year, like, hands down, is the strongest year. Like, with you guys here, like Josh Binstock, who's like a two-time Olympian. Basically, other than like the two top men's Canadian teams and the three top Canadian women's teams, all of the best teams are here.
So you have teams from Brazil, Czech Republic, New Zealand.
You got Josh Binstock, a Canadian. He's gone to the Olympics twice for us. He's playing with his partner Dan Deering. They won last year. You have Carli. He was the 2007 and 2008 Player of the Year, beach volleyball, I believe. On the women's side, Jamie Broder. She's playing with Denise Wooding. Jamie Broder, a Canadian Olympian. Phelan Fanoa-Moana, her partner Pri. They're ballers.
I mean, we got this scrub who's, I don't know.
Who's that guy?
I don't know who let this guy back into the country.
He just won a local tournament in the U.S., I think.
Yeah, you are the first Canadian to win an AVP event.
Did you know this?
I thought maybe
You
that
totally
was the
knew
case.
it.
It's the little things that win championships, win matches.
Down the line for championship point.
Go, line, go. Line!
Crushed by K-Sphere.
And also, like, this backdrop. Like, how can you beat that? Like, and I'm not from Vancouver. I live in Toronto.
I mean, you've been to lots of beaches in your life, but where else are you getting those mountains meeting the water, you know, coming right up to the sand? It's unbelievable.
One thing you need to know about Kits Beach too is that it's a thing on game point. Like, when you're at 20, you're expected to do a skyball. And the crowd will heckle you if you don't.
Not a float serve! Nope!
The crowd will like heckle you and go after you if you don't.
Skyball! So, match point, any set point, you have to skyball, or else you lose the faith of the fans, and you can't go any further in the tournament. It's a fact. Scientifically proven, barometrically proven. You cannot advance if you don't skyball.
It's 2014, it's match point. What do we want?
Skyball!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Skyball!
When do we want it? I feel like they're maybe getting better. I don't know.
My name is Daniel Groenveld. I am beer garden extraordinaire.
There was a match yesterday,
Yes.
and you were sitting courtside,
Yes.
and there was a ball that was dug by one bearded guy, and another bearded guy jumped into your lap. Can you walk me through that play?
I saw you coming in. We made eye contact.
We did. I looked to see who was going to catch me.
And I was like, spread, come hither. And that is the day Maddison and Dan became best friends. I caught this beautiful bearded man, and if I'm being honest, that moment was one of the best experiences of my life.
I got down here at 6, and there's like 5 security guards here making sure no one tampers with the stadium. There's only one other person here, and it's Jim Clive,
basically the godfather of beach volleyball, sitting on his bench, which is right there. They call that the boardroom. They talk about how to build volleyball here at Kids Beach and in Vancouver, and even more so in the BC.
Jim Clive is the man. Jim Clive is the guy that basically got this whole beach thing rolling.
He's really the one that established like the culture in the community, and set the standards, and then everyone has kind of fallen in line and continued, and that's why this is hands down the best beach volleyball community in Canada.
It's the godfather of beach volleyball. Like honestly, without him and what he's done for our sport, we wouldn't be where we are today.
Jim's care level is extremely high. He's going to turn 74 this year. That guy's still digging in posts. He's still volunteering. He's still pulling them out of the ground and putting them back in, measuring courts, shoveling, raking, you name it. It's very impressive.
He is like so old, and he's here every day. He's leathery. He's 70 plus years old, and he still plays.
He's the one that put the posts in here originally in like 1980 or 81. They didn't know what they're doing, so they had old telephone poles, and they cemented them in the ground.
I am the Clive. My name is Jim Clive, and this is the birthplace for beach volleyball in British Columbia, and I'm part of that. I was in the right spot at the right time. Oh, it's probably around 6:30, or yeah, around 6:30. Usually I'm always the first one here. Usually I tell the security to go home if they want to. I beat everybody to the beach because I like getting up early in the morning, getting things done.
Originally, Kids Beach had 0 courts, permanent courts. The city, I don't think, let them even play on the beach. So they used to play in the grass behind the lifeguard stand.
They weren't allowed to play any beach volleyball or any ball on the beach, so we used to play behind the concession on the grass. And that's where I met Wilt Chamberlain.
He talks about Wilt Chamberlain playing here. Wilt Chamberlain won Volleyball BC Provincials. Wilt Chamberlain. So it's kind of hard to relate to someone who's younger, doesn't understand who Wilt Chamberlain was, one of the greatest basketball players of all time.
But it is beach volleyball. It should be played on the beach, not on the grass. We put in telephone poles and we cemented them in. It took 2 minutes a boy to put these in. they weren't light. Everything stems from this particular willow tree. And that's where we decided to put in 2 volleyball courts on this beach. And so we put 2 right where that tree is, and we put the courts in. One this way, and then we went that way and put the other one in. On Sundays, I said to Volleyball BC, since I put these courts in, I said I want a permit to play every Sunday from 12 to 5 and bring my guys down to play. So I would bring down my sign, doubles challenge court.
One of his lasting legacies that'll be Kids Beach forever is we have a challenge court, a men's challenge court. You can show up by yourself with your partner. You literally come up, you write your name on the list. No challenge can be denied. And you'll have some of our top pros playing with like guys coming up. You'll have 10, 20 guys just hanging around this court, having a good time, chirping, laughing, loving. You win, you stay on. You lose, back of the line. If you lose, you have to do the shag of shame. You have to stay there and shag 10 hits for the next team coming on. Or we have invented the rake of regret or the shovel of shame. So you rake the court flat afterwards, you shovel some more sand on there. To me, I think that's one of the coolest things that Jim ever implemented and will be a lasting legacy here.
This is a little liquid sunshine. So if it's really, really windy, we do the towel test. Towel test is pretty simple. We do is you face the wind, put the towel in front of you. If the towel drops, we play. If the towel does not drop and it stays close to your body, we don't play. It's too windy. Another reason I started the Kids Beach Volleyball Association, I wanted to get all the players together in one beach. We had 3 beaches, so I wanted to bring all the guys together as one.
He started the KBVA, the Kids Beach Volleyball Association, all for the players, by the player. All the money that comes in goes out. Jim doesn't take a cent for all the hours and hours he puts in.
I'm giving back to a sport that I really love and endure. It's a passion. I've given out about $192,000 in cash. I've run about 150 tournaments here. This one is the first one in Jericho Beach in 1991, which I played in. Got my ass kicked, but it was fun.
They do these things called Clivers. You just play like a whole bunch of games, and then if you win money, you're expected to buy beer at the bar afterwards. You know?
Why is it called Cliver?
Because Jim Clive started it, and he's a legend. You know, and Jim Clive is the man.
So what does Jim do in Vancouver? Well, he runs Clivers. And I look, I said, what do you call that? He says, Clivers. I said, you named the tournaments after me? Unknowns to me. Now they're called Clivers. I call them Kids Beach Volleyball Association, KBVA. I don't call them Clivers.
They're still called Clivers.
Oh, everybody else calls them that, which is good. It's short. You get to the point. Yeah, great, thank you. There's more stories, but
No, 100%.